There is a problem that happens if we observe how a yoga teacher instructs their classes. We often see them doing these really deep, sprawled out versions of the yoga poses. And we start thinking, oh, unless I can make my own body look like that, then I must be doing something wrong. And that is totally understandable. But give me the next few minutes and I'll demonstrate a subtle yet powerful mental shift you can make to help boost your flexibility and your confidence, even if you're nowhere near as flexible as the yoga teacher. You see, no matter how you observe or see a yoga pose to look like, actually focusing on the feeling that that yoga pose provides is really the ultimate goal. And I get it because we compare ourselves to the yoga teachers who can do these super sprawled out wide lunges and warriors, but really it's that monkey see, monkey do approach that often gets us in trouble. But in our brains, that makes sense, right? We see the teachers doing these super sprawled out poses and we think, oh, that's how you intensify the stretch and become more flexible. So we just end up telling ourselves, oh, I must be doing something wrong, or I'm not doing it right, or I'll never be flexible, or worse yet, we actually push ourselves to those limits and end up risking injury. So therefore, I would like for you to try something in your next yoga class. It is called the length over looks principle. This means seek to create length through your body, especially your spine, rather than making it look like something that you're seeing the yoga teacher doing. So if you see the instructor in the super deep, wide lunge, right? Well, rather than forcing your body into this deep lunge, maybe shallow things up a little bit and just seek to create space and length. And as you create that length and space, you'll start to feel a little bit more stretch through your hips, kind of hip flexor here, through your spine, up all the way through your shoulders. It's that lifting, that lengthening that really helps us instead of doing a super wide, deep, sprawled out warrior two. Again, shallow your stance here. Just feel a little bit more comfortable and lift, create length, and you'll start to feel a lot more of this loosening. It's going to help protect your joints. It's going to, minimize risk from injury, and you'll just feel a lot more stable, and you can focus on the feeling that the pose provides. If it's a warrior one pose, where you're super sprawled out here, you might even be trying to torque your knee, which is never a good idea. Again, shallow things up. Focus on the length aspect and grow, and you'll start to protect your joints. Things will feel a lot better and you won't be risking injury quite as much. So length over looks basically means focusing on creating length through your body, especially your spine, rather than making, your body look like something you see on an Instagram post or, the yoga teacher or something like that. Focusing on the feeling of the length is what's important. Even here in your forward fold, it's not the goal to flop all the way forward and bring your nose down to your shins. Rather, come forward whatever's comfortable for you and try to create that length, that space, which is going to provide that nice deep stretch through my legs here. And it feels a lot better on my lower back. Now, as helpful as this one tip has been, I still have lots more to show you about how to improve your flexibility and really to avoid a lot of the common pitfalls we face that can hold you back from making meaningful strides in becoming more flexible. I've gone ahead and put a link in the first pinned comment below where you can grab your free copy of Yoga Flexibility, a guidebook for people who aren't flexible. In particular, chapter 20 is where we dive into the length over looks principle, but that's just one tip out of this free 100-page resource. Either way, as you practice yoga, I really hope that you start to focus more on the feeling of the pose and the feeling of the stretch rather than ever forcing your body to make it look like what the yoga teacher is doing. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in a class soon.